just a couple days ago, and that was to accept a situation as it is and not try to punish people for not doing what I think they should do, or if they don't treat me the way that I think they should treat me, or whatever. And I guess I didn't come out right that way, but really just accepting a situation as it is, and understanding and having faith that everything's happening as it should happen. Like, we have these expectations in our head of how something should be, or like how a relationship should go. And if it doesn't go that way, then either the other person has failed at something, or we failed at something. Or if we don't get a job that we applied for, or if we don't, anything, any type of rejection, any failure, anything, we think that it's a automatic sign from the universe that, hey, you're screwing up in life and you need to like cut it out. But that's not so. And that's really what I'm wanting to help women with, is to, especially single women and women dealing with mental issues, like mental struggles, like depression, anxiety, addiction. Like I struggled with addiction for years. And it was all about getting out of my own way, and it's just stop seeking outside of myself for euphoria, to feel good, searching outside of myself to feel good. Now that I know where it's at, it's like inside of me. I go on like these journeys in my meditations. And if you meditate, sorry, my hair is like really, really messing me up today. But if you meditate, then you know what I'm talking about. It's like a journey. It's like practice today, especially for the full moon. Like the full moon energies are like whoosh. Emotions are like running super high. And so I post on my Instagram today about if you're feeling like overly emotional right now, or you're having some tense like situations happening, people are pissing you off, or you're just like feeling off. First of all, my like monthly stuff happens now. I'm finally in sync with the moon. And so that's how I was for the last week. But just stop, just like pause, just like stop and take a couple breaths, like 3 breaths at a time. Like, I mean, when you sit down, just breathe in your nose and out your mouth. And it's just to suppress and to regulate your nervous system and to slow it down. Like, get out of the future, feel what you're sitting on. You are supported by whatever you're sitting on right now. That you are supported. That's also that's another thing, to know that you're supported. And even right now, it's literally you're supported, but in life, it's also that's what I want to help you to do too, is to trust that you're supported by something that's greater than yourself. It's bigger than yourself. You're not the one controlling everything. And that is when the magic happens, when you pull back the control, when you just stop it, when you stop relying on your own self to get you through shit, okay? Past situations or past experiences. And so anyway, to calm down, just sit down, take some deep breaths. If your thoughts are going crazy, just get out a journal. My journal's right here. I got it at the dollar store right here. That's what it is. And my daughter put like some stickers on it, and just get a pen and paper and write down your thoughts. Do a brain dump is what it's called. So everything that's going on in your mind, write it down, write it down, write it down. And I do this at night. This is like my nightly ritual of my nightly practice, is to write in a journal. And sometimes it's not about my day. Sometimes it's like business ideas. Most of the time it is business ideas. Sometimes it is, situations happening that I'm shitty about, But yeah, get those thoughts out of your head, and then you can organize them. And because when your thoughts have nowhere to go, they get stuck, and it's stagnant energy, and it's energy that just goes, it's just constantly going and going and going. And meditation isn't about stopping the thoughts or getting rid of them. It's about being able to see the end of a thought that space right in between an end of a thought, there's space, and then the beginning of a new thought. That is where you'll get to once you start doing this practice more, every day. If you make it a daily, set the daily intention to take care of yourself for 10 minutes a day and do what I'm telling you right now to do, and that is just to pause, stop, sit down, go to your car, go to your room, go to your whatever the hell, wherever you need to go, and just breathe 3 times in through your nose, out through your mouth, and then do a brain dump and write down. And I even have like a whiteboard at the end in my kitchen where if I'm like going through my kitchen and I think of something, because you guys know, like when you think of stuff and then you like forget, like you don't forget, but you're like, oh, I need to get that later. And you write that down, then that's what we do. That keeps our lives a little bit organized. Like the beginning of any healing starts with awareness, and it starts with taking responsibility. So this video is about taking responsibility. We're going to start here. And over the next 7 days, I'm just going to do a short preview each day of what I'm going to talk about in the program. So because it's really going to be made when you guys get in there. When we get in there and start talking and having intentional conversations about how you want your life to go. So if you've been flying in the wind, like a feather in the wind, and you're just going wherever you want, that's where I was, then this is for you. Or if you're feeling like you're not content with where you're at, you're not happy, regardless of, maybe yes, you have everything you need, but you're still not content. And yes, you're grateful for it, but there's just still something and you have a lot of trauma, PTSD over things. If you've left a toxic relationship, if you're in a toxic relationship, this is perfect for you. Like if you are in relationships where people walk all over you, or you don't like to rock the boat. I mean, this is for the woman who I was 3 years ago. And I have come so far that I love where I'm at now. And I've seen the power of falling in love with yourself, what happens. And it's amazing. And I want all of you to be here, all of you. So taking responsibility is the first step. Taking responsibility for everything. Stop blaming anyone, even the mailman. If you didn't get a certain letter yesterday, it's not the mailman's fault. I mean, something happened along the way. Don't blame everyone. Just for the rest of the day, don't blame anyone or anything. Not even like the lady at the bill company. Like, just take responsibility for where you're at in your life right this second, like today, okay? And start to reflect. Do some self-reflection in my soul practice, or my soul practice like starter thing that I have. I'll put a link for that in the bottom. I'll put some self-reflection questions, like journal prompts and stuff too, so you can start reflecting on like how you react to things, what pisses you off, because I'm telling you, what makes you mad in what gets you going is where you need to focus. Like, and I'll get more into that later, but if you just don't focus too much on what makes you mad, I don't want you to like go around pissed off, but I mean those things that are triggering to you, like you become aware of those things, and then you can start to change them, and then you're like, okay, why did that trigger me so much, and what? So it's just the start of the healing process, okay? So I'm going to pull a card, and then I'm going to do this clearing, because we're going to do a lot of clearing this week. Like I'm doing your belief systems too. Like what is it that really look at your relationships and see what's making you mad in your relationships. And I promise you 100 times, 100% of the time, it's because you think a situation should be a certain way and it's not. So therefore you're mad because this person's not treating you the way you think they should. So an example is, recently I was talking to someone and he now needs time to think, and I got mad about it because I really do care for this guy and I really enjoyed my time with him, but he needed some time to think. So I had a little hissy fit, and then I sat back, and this happened only 3 days ago, you guys. 3 days ago this happened, and I was a mess, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why does he not want to be, like, what did I do? But then I stepped back, I paused, okay? You always pause. I paused and was like, you know what? Who am I to tell him? I don't call the shots here. If this is what he wants, this is what he wants. I can't punish him and be mad at him and call him names or cuss him in my head because he's not doing what I want him to do. So I stopped and I told him I apologized because, I mean, he won't even talk to me like at all. Like he won't even, I mean, his tone's different and everything. And I'm just like, what the hell did I do? But I didn't do anything. This is him. This is what he needs to do. And so all I'm doing is I'm coming from a place of love, which is what you'll also learn how to do in this program, is to come from a place of love and understanding and know that we are not the dictators of how someone else should feel or act. We're just not. That's not our job. And so, yes, we teach people how to treat us, but we also can come from a place of love and step back and give somebody their space and not just accept them the way they are instead of expecting them to be a certain way. And if they're not, then shame on them. And they are not, we need to not be, they need to not be around us, which this comes with its limits, because I was this way with my ex who was very narcissistic, and I just was like, oh, accept him as he is, and anything he does has nothing to do with me. And I went a little far with that with him. I will admit that I did, because there's a line that can't be crossed, that when it becomes to be constant disrespect, it's time to go. And it was also keeping me from stepping into my purpose even more. So if it's keeping you from stepping more into your purpose, they don't uplift you at all, they're negative, that's a different story than what I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about is if your mom starts being, giving you attitude or calls you to gossip about something, just understand that's how she is and love her anyway, okay? Or my situation right now, I'm letting him have his space. He still respects me, and I know he does, so I'm letting him have his space, and I'm not taking it personal. Let's not take shit personal. That's what it comes down to, okay? So the card that I drew, it's Jump In. Jump in, the Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. That's a good card. It's really pretty. These are Rebecca Campbell's the Starseed Oracle deck. I love this deck so much. But this Jump In card, so basically, this is a good card for today, actually, because we're starting something new. This end of November, this full moon, this last month, this group coaching program, there's so much happening. So yeah, jump in. It's time to jump in and stop holding back. Stop playing small, everybody. That's what I want to say to all of you. Stop playing small. So if there's anything, your ideas that come to you when you're writing stuff down, when I told you to pause just now and start writing stuff down, when you get they're called intuitive hits, you'll start to write that down. You're going to notice things come out and you don't know what they mean at first, but it just comes out. And it's such a fun place to be. It's fun. And you start to enjoy your life. And again, situations that don't go the way you want them to, why do you want to sit around and be stressed out? And all I did was cry. I was sad, and I'm like, oh my God, no, I want it, because I want to hang out with this man. I really do. I enjoy him so much. But I have to respect that and also know that it's not me. And so remember that. It's not you. Just when somebody does something out of the ordinary, it's not you. It's just you need to still come from a place of love for yourself more than anything. And I know that that drains my vibration. You want your vibration to be up as high as you can. Appreciation. Appreciate the fact that you had that time with that person. So for me, I am grateful, and I'm so appreciative of the time that I spent with him. And also, he helped me during a big part of a hard time of my life where I made a big decision to end this relationship. And so he was more of a friend than anything. But you know what I mean. I am grateful for that. And he never disrespected me. So So just pick out the things you're grateful for. Sit on those. Don't think about the stuff that's not happening in your life. Think about the stuff that is happening in your life, and don't stew about stuff. And sometimes too, this is another point I want to make. When things are going so easy for us, not easy, but effortless, because once you start to live this way and live your truth and take the mask off, and when you show who you really are and you just start being who you are, like me on these videos I make aren't perfect. Shoot, some of them are like way off, and I'm sure most of you are like, this bitch is crazy. I don't know why I'm in this group. But it's me. This is who I am, and this is who I love. I love who I am, and I love what I've been through, and I just want all of you to be here with me, and that's all that I want to help you with. And so I'm just I'm trying not to think too much into it, because that's what I've been doing, and then I wouldn't put my offer out there. I wouldn't have made this program. I wouldn't have done any of this if I'm stuck in fear. So it's going to take you from living in fear all the time, making decisions, starting new things with fear in the back of your head, instead of just jumping in. Our card today was jumping in. Just jump in without the fear. And that goes with anything. So, what else do I want to talk about? So yeah, I want to do an energy clearing. And it's really simple. It's not difficult. So if you just sit down, okay, this is going to be clearing all of the stuff that's not serving you anymore. Any limiting beliefs. Start it with an intention, okay? So whatever you're wanting, what is it that's on your mind and you're wanting to get rid of? It's the full moon release too. That's what we're going to go ahead and do this. It's just like a full moon energy clearing right now. So sit down wherever you're at, somewhere, get relaxed. I'm going to do a progression relaxation, like a little technique here. Sorry, my cats and my dog are like, they're like over here, like making a mess. Hi, Amber. I'm getting ready to do a clearing, so you can hopefully you're just chilling. So just sit wherever you're at and get relaxed. Take some deep breaths. Feel the chair underneath you. It's supporting you. And remember that it's supporting you. So feel it under I always say feel it under your butt. Or feel if you're laying down, if you want to lay down and just close your eyes right now. And then start down at your toes, and your toes are relaxing. Relax your toes, don't tense them up. And I'm just going to go all the way up your body. So you go up your toes, up your feet, up to your ankles. And they're just untense them, unclench them. And then up your calves. And up to your knees, up to your thighs, and you're just relaxing your thighs. And then it goes up to your torso, your stomach, and just relax the muscles. Don't unclench them. Hi, Amber. Close your eyes and do this. And then up your back. And you want to relax your arms, relax your hands, your fingers. Just lay them on your thighs or beside you. And then relax your shoulders and your neck. And if you want to move your neck around a little bit and just get relaxed. And then think about from the bottom of your feet, they're like breathing. Your feet are breathing in green light. Okay, so this green light goes up your legs, up your calves, your knees, your thighs, into your torso. And also, as it's going up, it's clearing your root chakra, then your sacral, your solar plexus, the heart chakra. It goes up to your throat, up to your third eye, and out the top of your head, which is your crown chakra. And so you just think of that green light all in your body, and it's clearing, going through. And then the bottom of your feet, it breathes in pink light. And it goes up through your feet and into your calves, into your knees, up through your thighs, and all through in your cells, all in your everywhere, in your torso, up in your heart space, up in your neck, up in your head. And this pink light just fills you from head to toe. And then it goes out the top of your head and it transmutes up to the heavens. And then you have this white light. You breathe white light in from the bottom of your feet, and it clears in your toes and your ankles. It goes up to your calves, and then to your thighs and your torso, your base chakra, and your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart. It goes in through your arms, down to your fingers, into your shoulders, back up to your shoulders, into your throat chakra, your third eye, and out through your head. And you're clearing all of those beliefs, anything that's holding you back from what you want to do, anything that is no longer serving you, that may once you believed in it and now it's not, it's keeping you from moving forward, or everyone else's opinions of what you should be doing are stuck in your head. We're going to clear those out too. And any situations that have been stuck in your mind, or you're replaying them over and over and over in your head, and they're past situations that once you had energetic ties to that, we're going to go ahead and cut those too. We'll cut those right now, actually. If you feel on your body wherever tension, if you have tension in there, all like still, even from doing the relaxation, if you can feel some tense area or wherever you have a cord possibly attached, and we did this the other day, that you have an energetic cord to the situation that you want to get rid of. So we're just going to cut that off, get a pair of scissors, or we'll have Archangel Michael come in and just slice that cord right off. That is those energetic cords. We're going to heal you. We're going to heal the other person, the situation. And you want to always give healing to someone else too. The other person that you're wanting to cut off from. But get rid of those situations. And then we're just going to close our eyes, keep our eyes closed. Hopefully your eyes are still closed, and just think of that white light filling your energy space. So about 18 inches out from you, that's your energy. That's like your aura. And you have this white light just bubble. You have a bubble around you. And then it'll seep in, seep out around into the whole room that you're sitting in. They're just sitting in a white light and supporting you. And this is what's clearing everything out for you. And you just sit in that for just a little while, just like a minute. Because anything that's not serving you, it goes away, and it's you wish it well, but it's no longer serving you. And then you come back into your physical space, and you feel your legs, feel your clothes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and then just open your eyes, and you'll come back into the physical space. So that's just clearing with you thinking of a light coming in the bottom of your feet, and you want to get relaxed first. Just like not that way, not a lot relaxed. You don't have to be like in a deep meditative state, but you want to get relaxed where you're not tense, and you want to just think of a white light, a green light, a pink light, a purple light, whatever. There's different meanings behind the lights, and I'll put those in here. Like pink is for like unconditional love, I think, or green is for like success, prosperity, all of that stuff. So blue is like your throat chakra. I point, the red is the base chakra, and I'll talk more about that. I know you guys don't know anything about that, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. I just want you guys to know that you can visualize this light, this white light in going through your body, and it clears your energy. You clear your energy field of things that are stuck in your head and you can't get rid of them. Because when I started doing this work is when that negative relationship was easier to walk away from. Before that, I just kept feeling pulled back into it. And then once I did that, and I did that full moon ritual with Amber and I did it, it's just, it feels amazing. So that's what I'm going to be working on more of as time goes, like in this program that I'm going to start on the 7th. And that's going to be in the 4th week. So, and I'll be practicing way more than that. Hi, Ariana. I'm about to get off here, but you can the replay will be on here. I just want you guys to know that this is going to be a program that you guys pretty much make too. I mean, it's going to go by what you guys need to learn in the moment of what it is, what you're struggling with the most. And it's and right now I'm feeling it's letting go of stuff that's like keeping you from, not so much keeping you, but it keeps on getting in the way. When you start to go forward a little bit, then there's something that comes in and screws it all up. I'm trying not to cuss, so. But I really just want to make sure you guys know it just starts with taking responsibility for everything that's going on, like everything. Nothing is anyone else's fault. You allowed what happened to you to happen. Take that responsibility, and then you can go start healing from it. Because until you do, when you're still blaming someone else for something that happened, you can't heal from it. And then to accept the situation as it is and just realize that it's happening for you. So it's everything that's happened, even if it's been bad, has been for you. It's been for your greater good. It's not to you, and nobody's out to get you. And I feel that if you're watching this, Amber and Ariana and Brandy, I think that if you are here, you know that. I don't think you're a victim. I think you girls know that you have to take responsibility of your stuff before you can heal from anything. You know that. What was the other thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, and so also with the situation recently, what helped me a lot was the fact that like if I wasn't happy with, not happy, but if I didn't accept the situation as it was, then I would pretty much be like going backwards. So if you've done some healing in here with me, if you've been watching this, or if you've been in this group for a while and something happens, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to. When something happens the next time, when you have drama, okay, see how you react to it and make sure that it's not the same as it was before. So for example, my situation recently, I've used that as a way to test myself, test my healing, because I'm like, okay, I've been doing this work. Now let's try it out, because like my knee-jerk reaction was to do what I did. And that was freak out about it. And like, why is he doing this? Why doesn't he want to talk to me? Like, oh my gosh, it's not me. So I had to take a step back and like, okay, this new version of myself, how is this new version going to deal with this? Not like how the old version did, which is how I started to deal with it. And I also was determined to not repeat history. I was not going to repeat the same thing with this new situation as I have in the past, where it's been all drama. What was it I needed to do differently to have this situation be different than the past? And that's what I did. And so for you guys, next time when something starts to happen the same way as it has in the past, just be very conscious of like what your actions are and what it is that you can do differently this time. So, and like send me a message too when things start happening to you like that. Cause I mean, I'm interested in this now as I'm talking about it, like to change up our patterns. That's also like, that's the next step of it. So this healing, it's more than just healing in this group. It's also doing conscious healing. Like you are consciously going about life, doing things differently on purpose because you don't want things to keep going the way they were. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. If you want, I'll put my link to the sales page for the group coaching. I know I don't want to like be all salesy, but this week I'm going to, because it's Cyber Monday today. So, and I have businesses I need to be selling in them, and that's another one of my blocks. And so, yeah, let me know what you guys are having problems with. So, okay, I'm going to get off here now. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Have a good Monday. Bye.